Harmonic mixing. Is it a big deal or is it not important at all? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ TLM. You're watching DJ TLM TV. Time for a Q&A video, and today I want to talk to you about harmonic mixing. I have a question from Zach, and I'll start with that email right now. Hey DJ TLM, I've been DJing for around 7 months now, and I just heard about this thing called harmonic mixing. Before, I wasn't ever taking the key of the music into any consideration. Now, I don't know if harmonic mixing is the only way to do it, or if it's not that big of a deal. My question is harmonic mixing something that I should be taking into account in each of my mixes, or is it not that much of an important detail? And also, if it is a big deal, should I purchase software that will tell me the key of each song, such as Mixing Key? Zach, salute to you for that question. And I've received a lot of questions about harmonic mixing over the years, and I never really did a video to speak about this because I don't really use it. I have Mixing Key. I bought that, I don't know, 3 or 5 years ago. I analyzed all my songs, so I do have that key info. When I open Serato and see my tracks, I can see the key info if I want to. But when it comes to selecting songs, I haven't used that key info to select songs. I still go off the title, knowing the song, and BPM is also a factor. But I haven't used that key info yet. Now, is it a big deal? I think that it can be very important, especially if your own musical sense is not that developed. Because when I started to DJ, you didn't even have that info. You didn't have the key info. There were ways that you could find out the key by playing your song on vinyl and using a guitar or a piano to find out the key. There were ways to do it, but it would take a lot of time to analyze your whole collection, so I never did that. Same with BPM. I never knew my BPM info before I started to play with a digital vinyl system. While some DJs actually took the time to get a stopwatch and count the beats for a minute to see what the BPM was, and they would write it on all their record sleeves and have that info. So for years, I did not pay any mind to BPM, and I definitely did not pay any mind to key. All that info was, I did not pay attention to that. I just went off feeling and knowing my music, and I had enough musical sense that I could tell if two songs would not fit together. I'm not saying that I had the sense that would tell me like these would fit together perfectly, but when I was practicing at home, I would mix every record I had, and I could tell like, wow, these two sound really good together. I just did not realize that that was because they were probably in the same key, or at least a matching key. So if you're not familiar with harmonic mixing at all, it is using that information. The song is in a certain key, and if you know all that info, you can take a look at the Camelot wheel. I'll leave a link in the description, and you can see which keys will work with that key. And key info can also help you, because if you use if you're in a certain key and you take it to a different key, that will also change the energy. It might add more energy, or bring it down a little bit, make it more uplifting. So there's a definite use for that key info. But I also believe that it's less useful for me in my style of mixing, because most of my transitions are 8 bars at the most. I have one track playing. When that track reaches the hook, that's where I start my transition, and most of the hooks in hip hop and R&B are 8 bars. After those 8 bars are done, the next song is playing. So I'm not saying that there's no importance to it when you do hip hop and R&B. You can definitely use it, but I feel that there's more of a need for it when you play certain genres of music, especially when you do longer transitions, when you have 2 tracks playing together for a longer time and they're in the same key or a matching key, and you get that nice harmony. Then that key info, of course, is a beautiful thing, and you can use it to your advantage even more. In my case with hip hop and R&B, I don't need to take a look at the key to raise that energy. There's different ways to go about that. But that's why I really don't speak about harmonic mixing that much, because I'm not that experienced with it. I know that it has a use, and I will eventually take the time to really start to play with it, but probably more with different genres than hip hop and R&B. And in your case, it all depends on what you play and how much of a musical sense you have yourself. If you know that you can't really tell if songs work together, then having that key info, checking that Camelot wheel can be very useful for you. This is a question for you. Are you using harmonic mixing? Are you using Mixing Key or different software to analyze all your tracks? Is it working for you? Didn't it work at all? Let me know, share that knowledge, and join the conversation in the comment section down below, because I feel that there are people out there that can tell a lot more about this topic than me. So I just gave you my 2 cents, and now I want to know what your opinion is when it comes to harmonic mixing. So Zach and everyone out there, I hope this info helps you out. If it does, thumbs up and share the video, share the knowledge, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, because I drop at least 4 videos a week and I have a lot more cool stuff coming up very soon. All right, guys, that's it for now. I'll be back tomorrow with Tuesday tips. Peace out.